Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the new makeup releases for this week. So if you want to see what's new in makeup, then just keep on watching. Let's begin. We hop right in and we will talk about the collection we talked about last week. Last week I talked about the Nightmare on Elm Street like Glamlite collaboration, and we saw a lot of things, and you saw also the two new palettes that they now have released. I didn't saw them, to be honest, so I just wanted to talk about a little bit more. There are two 10-pan palettes, and one of them is a red pan palette or a red palette, and one of them is a grungy green palette. I do have to say both of them look really nice. I definitely listen. Glamlite had released, I think, 4 Halloween palettes without these. I feel like Chucky, Ghostface, and the other one, which I forgot, also at least 3. And to be honest, these ones are my favorite because they are smaller. You can definitely choose what you like. It's not just grays. This time is a really red one, and then again the grungy green one. Will I buy any of these two palettes? Probably not, because again, not that big of a grungy fan though. And then also, which I didn't show you, they also released 2 other products. I hope it's 2, maybe 3 other products. One of them is a lip duo. Listen, the packaging is gorgeous. These are really pretty shade, a deep like reddish shade, and then a pinky nude or a pink, depending on what you like. For me personally, these are not my colors. Like the deep red it is, but the pink one is not quite my favorite, so skip. Then we do have also like a pouch, which if you are a fan of A Nightmare on Elm Street, that could be something for you. And then we do have also a mirror, which again, if you are a fan and like this, the Halloween was your season. I mean, we're past that in November now, but I feel like if that is what you love and what you celebrate all year, and that is your favorite time of the year, then maybe this is a really nice like collection. Again, I think the mirror is really big, so that could be really nice. And again, if you love it, go for it. For me though, this is a skip. We also have a new palette by Beaute, and this one is the Mystic Romance palette. This is a red, like purpley pinky palette. I do think it looks pretty, especially like the gold to pink shade like that is popping out. I feel like from the picture is stunning. Listen, I feel like that I've tried the Tropical Vibes palette and I just did not like the formula, but the same goes for the Clarity one. When I tried the Cobra one, I just didn't like it. So I'm willing to try Beaute again to see if that maybe was just a Monday product. This palette though, I have to say I'm not the biggest fan of reds. I have a face where I love pinks, reds, all of that, but sometimes, you know, it's a little bit much for me. So for me, that would be a skip. But in general, I do think it's a really pretty palette. And if you love the quality from Beaute, this current one could be for you. Maybelline is going on the train like Fenty did to release, I feel like, lip products, and also like lip products with a little bit of a twist. And these ones are the Lifter glosses, or the Lifter Plump Lip Plumping glosses, to be exact, in 8 shades. Again, it reminds me a lot of the like tactic, if you will, from Fenty Beauty, where you have like the gloss bombs, then you had the more pigmented ones, and then you had also like the plumping one or the hot things. Personally, for me, that's a big skip and no, because my lips are, first of all, dry, but second of all, like really sensitive. And I just don't enjoy if my lips are burning, if my lips are cold. Listen, I had that once. That was a really big problem for me. Like the coldness of those things, like I froze. Listen, I was shaking even though it was summer. So for me, these kind of add-ins are like out of the picture, not mine. To be honest though, the orangey gloss, that one is really, really pretty. In general, this I feel like is a lot more on the pinky side. So I definitely think they will release more shades and all of that. Again, for me though, this is a skip. Then I talked about that Disney is like more ambitious than Kris Jenner. Yes, they are. They release a collaboration with Spectrum brushes, and this is the Fantasia collab. We do have brushes, 12-piece, a sorcerer head makeup bag, as well as like the bundle. I do have to say though, listen, this stuff is like expensive. Again, I bought the, like behind me there is the Cinderella shoe, which you can use to display your brushes. I do love the makeup pouch and the sorcerer head, but listen, this stuff is $75. 75 just for a makeup bag. And yes, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, and I would love to have that. And like, listen, but I feel like every time we sit here, we talk about Spectrum brushes, every time I talk to you about like one product in particular that I find is so damn pretty, but the price is like horrendous, and this one is no exception. So this one is a skip. We talked, I think last week, the week before, about Artitude Cosmetics and all of the things that they like release, and I showed you a picture of the outside of this palette. This is the Abscission, I think it's Abscission, I'm not sure about that, palette. And now we see the inside. This is a really, really pretty greenish reddish palette. I do enjoy that quite a bit. I am thinking about like buying that one, or hear me out, or listen, I was not aware, but the last palette they released were also like a greenish palette. So I'm thinking about like, listen, do I want to have that one? Do I want to have this one? They do look color story wise similar. Yeah, I don't say they are dupes. I don't say that these are like interchangeable. I don't say that, but again, this one is a really, really pretty palette. I'm thinking about buying this for myself. I think the only Christmas release, and I'm not sure, maybe there is coming more. I mean, it's Colourpop, but this one is the Colourpop and Christmas holiday kits arrived. These ones are in Target at the moment. There are 5 palettes, there are lip kits, there are Super Shock shadows, I'm pretty sure, yes, duos, Make Me Sparkle mini glittery, all obsessed kits, again lippy sticks kits, and then again we do have at least 3 5-pan palettes. And I do have to say, these 3 5-pan palettes don't look bad, but they're also not looking exciting, if you will. The only one I would maybe like see as one I would maybe buy is definitely the gray one. And now listen, this gray one is looking exactly like the mini Xenon. And I'm like, listen, if I can have that for like cheap, I mean, I can go for that. The other ones, again, it's more of a mauvey color story. It's more of a warmer, goldy brown one story. And then we then again have the cool tones with like the grays. That one, again, could be something for me. There's just one shimmer inside, which again, totally fine with that. There is a white, black, and then one shimmer silver. I do think this is nice if you wanted the mini Xenon, but it is a little bit more too expensive for you. Maybe that could be for you. And I think in these kits you also get like an eye pen, which I wouldn't use. I think for that one it's black, and then we do have a reddish for the mauve, and then we do have a brown for the brown. So that's nice. Again, it's cute, but that is the only one that I would care about. I do have to say though, if you wanted to try maybe lippies or lip liners, I feel like in 3 like different shades, that is totally acceptable. If you have like 15 different shades of like lip liners or lipsticks, I do think that's a little bit much. But I mean, as a lipstick lover and as a fan of all products in general, makeup products, I feel like 3 lip liners or 3 lipsticks is a really nice thing. So it's, again, that one palette though, that's the maybe. this one though. These are the Juvia Place Volumizing Gloss Sticks in 12 shades. They're $15 each. Listen, that is intriguing. I think this is really, really cute and pretty, and there are a lot of colors, which again, we do, I feel like for Juvia Place, we do have a great selection in colors. We have really light tones, and I think there's a white in there, and then we do have really, really dark tones. So if you want to have like a color that is fitting for you, that could be for you. I am intrigued, to be honest. Again, I'm just like, if you're from Germany, tell me, where can I buy Juvia Place? Listen, last week I forgot about Linda Hallberg, and this week I'm trying here. We do have a lip liner, no, we do have an eyeliner that is releasing. It's the Infitiy ink liner. And then we do have also, I think, a new color of the Fantastick. This one is a berry, which is a berry shade, as you would expect. To be honest, both of these are not my favorite. Listen, I'm doing liners like once or twice a year. And I don't need an eyeliner, though I feel like it's looking really, really nicely. I do enjoy the Fantasticks, so if you have a color that you want and the berry shade is perfect for you, this could be for you. I do enjoy them quite a bit, and you can also use them as a blush. This one though, this is Cara Beauty. Cara Beauty is giving us the Cookie Tin Creative Beauty Palette. It's $23. It has 14 eyeshadows, a push pin makeup sponge, 2 mini eyeshadow brushes, and it looks like this. Listen. First of all, let's talk about the tin. First of all, I would not know where to put that, because that looks legit like one of those cookie tins that your grandmother had. Mine had cookies in. Just saying, but I would not know where to put that, because my drawers are like full. So that would be like I'm not sure where to put that thing. And then the second problem I see is like it's a lot of like height, it's a lot of that space in that direction. And also I listen, I mean, it's a cute idea in general, don't get me wrong, but again, I do not like the design of those cookie tins, so I would not like display it somewhere on my shelves. And then we do also have like the sponge in there, which if you travel could be fun, but if you don't, like me, I would not like pull that for travel. I don't like that. Would be a hole in the palette. And then we do have like 2 mini brushes, which again wouldn't be in there when I have it here in my room, and I would not travel with that, just to be sure. The colors, yeah, look okay. Again though, this is, I understand the reasoning behind that, but it's just like it's not inspiring me to have like a round pen there, a square pen there. I understand it. I wish though that this one would be, this could have been cute if you tried to do that in a palette. You know what I mean? If you would have like just a thin cardboard and then would go with that, I feel like that would be cuter than like a whole tin again. But it's just me. Maybe you have a different opinion. Please leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear that, because again, this is, on one side it's cute and I definitely see the reasoning behind that. On the other side, it's like a tin, and I just don't enjoy that. Let's talk about M Cosmetics. M Cosmetics is giving us the Divine Skies eyeshadow palettes, Saturn's Returns. And listen, I was not surprised to see that this is a cool toned eyeshadow palette in the design that she already has. In general, I do think this could be for you if you are like a lover of cool tones. I mean, that's like obviously a cool tone palette. For me though, this is a skip. I'm not into the grays. Let's go with Profusion. Profusion is giving us like a whole damn collection, and this is looking, I feel like it's looking more spring, but maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the drama, I don't know. There is a 52 shade face and eye palette for $25. Listen, I feel like these palettes are perfectly for your children to play with. I feel 25 is a little bit much for that, but if you want to have like your girl fun and yeah, she can do makeup, that could be for you. I mean, there are some extravagant shades of blush, like a pink and a purple, but it's a pass for me. There are icicle eyeshadows, snow angel eyeshadows, lip glosses, lip balms, a power puff set, brush cleaning matte set, sponge duos. You can tell there's a lot of product here. I don't dislike it, but it's also, again, it looks for me, at least like packaging wise, color story wise, it looks more like a spring set for me. But maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Who knows about that? But yeah, for me, this is a skip. Also, Profusion is not as easy to get here in Germany. But again, I mean, if you love any of these, I don't think Profusion is a bad spot to begin with. For me though, again, it's a skip. We do also have a new Asian release. This is 3CE and Smiley. And I remember we had like a Smiley collab at some point, which I'm not sure when that was. Like, listen, I have bad memory and everything. There is a 9-pan palette, 12-pan palette. We have liquid velvet lip tints in 2 shades, lipsticks and 2 blushes. Again, all of this is quite grey. We are in the cool toned eyeshadow area where like it's quite grey. I mean, if you love these colors, I'm pretty sure you may be loving this. Again, for me though, that is a skip. Also, like the lipsticks are more like deeper pinky shades. So again, not hating this, but for my color preferences, it's just not cutting it. But if you love these colors, I mean, go for it. Another skip is the James Charles and Painted new palette. This, or the first palette? It's the first palette that he releases, and this is the basic canvas. I feel like it's that, I'm not sure, but it should be. And this is a 24 shade palette, mattes and glittery shimmers, and it's $55. Listen, that's a one-tone brown purple with palette with a little bit of yellow, orange and red. And maybe pinks. It's nothing I mean, I do, listen, I do enjoy that you can, at least as far as I can tell, pop out these shades. That is quite nice. And I do enjoy that there is just a small slit and not like the whole round. I mean, I do like that. I do have like one of those where I can just pop these out. But other than this, this is like a quite listen, for me, this is a neutral palette with, again, a little bit of pops of color with the like orange, yellow and red and pink. But in general, I have to say this color scheme is not new. It's not exciting, at least not for me. If it is for you, I mean, listen, $55 for like, I mean, I understand the prices, but yeah, it's a skip for me. We do have 2 releases by Simply Posh Cosmetics. One of them is an eyeshadow palette and one of them is a face palette, and you can see them here. And I have to say, they look really, really cute. I do have to say though, the face palette, I understand, and this one also, you can pop out all of these pans. So if you are a makeup artist, that is really, really convenient. Listen, I understand it. I'm pale AF and I don't have friends or family that is like really deep or even like that deep that these should, like the deeper colors could work on them. So for me, if I use maybe like, let's be generous and say 4 out of the 8 shades, that is nice, I would say. But the problem again is I would just use 4 out of the 8 shades. If I would like get that sent to me, I would like find someone that loves these colors but if I bought them, listen, I want to use all of them. So the face palette is a skip. I do enjoy the the palette itself, like the eye palette. The only problem for me is I don't have like a really light shade, and I do love my inner corner highlights. I do enjoy that so much. So for me, that is like a small reasoning maybe why I shouldn't buy that. But in general, I do love that we do have 2 rows or 12 shades with just mattes, and then we do have 6 shades just shimmers, and these shimmers look really pretty. So I'm not opposed to that. I do enjoy that, but I'm not buying it because I'm that kind of person. Let's also talk about Makeup Revolution, because I would say we didn't, but I think we did last week, the week before. Like they are like at the moment there was the Colourpop like releasing. Like, but listen, they have like 15 different brands, so obviously. So these ones are the Wizard of Oz edition by Makeup Revolution, and we do have several products. And we do have 2 sets, if I'm not mistaken. One is the Emerald City set, and then the Yellow Brick Road set. And I feel like this should be... which is which? Oh, okay. This one is the Emerald City set. We have... listen, it's not written down what it is, but it seemed to be at least 1 palette. We do have some hair accessory. We do have some lip glosses, highlighter, blush, a sponge, and a gold eyeliner. And then I'm not sure what these slippers are, if there is another palette, if this is a face product, or like I just see it like this, so I'm sorry for that. And then the other one is the Yellow Brick Road gift set, and this one has like a yellow palette, brushes, and probably yellow gloss or oil. Again, not seeing exactly what it is, to be honest, because I am not sure. Like both of these sets, they are not my fave, to be honest. First of all, they are, of course, because we have the highlighter and the blush, they, at least in the first set, they are quite bound to a specific complexion. I could be that complexion, like the highlighter is not looking too deep. But listen, and the second set, like the Yellow Brick Road one, that palette, I'm pretty sure they had already. Probably just like doing the outer packaging a little bit different, but in general, like these browns, golds, and yellows, I'm pretty sure they had that before. So that's a little bit lazy. Listen, if I think of the Wizard of Oz, of course there is yellow, but there's also red, there's also like green, there's blue, like even the packaging is more, or teal. Listen, like the packaging is more colorful than the palette, and I feel like so that's a skip from me. Last week we talked about the new brand by Carly Bible, and this is Beauty by Belle. If it has the Beauty by Belle, yes, and they're launching in 6 days. And when you see this, and we have now a closer look what will release on the 11th of November, and there will be 1 18 pan color eyeshadow palette, 6 velvet matte lipsticks, 7 creamy matte lip liners, 6 high shine glosses, 6 highlighters, and 1 eyeliner. This is a picture. Of course, we didn't get a lot of insights, but I mean, we definitely get the number of products we can expect. Listen, that is pretty. I hope that the eyeshadow palette we get, it's an 18 pan palette, that this is really different from the releases she had in the past. And if you remember, she had one release with BH Cosmetics, which was like a purpley brown palette with mauves. And then we had one with Anastasia Beverly Hills, which, to be honest, was, I'm so sorry for her about that, but that one was quite like muted down by other releases from Anastasia Beverly Hills. But again, that was indeed like a purpley brownish palette, like they were quite similar. So I'm hoping that this palette will bring us maybe a more colorful version of these, if you have to like stay in the lane. But to be honest, again, I feel like everyone has those colors at some point, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm excited. This seemed to be like you can see she looks like a goddess as per usual. I will see. Maybe we'll see next week. Next week should be already released what everything is and how the colors look like, and we talk about that a little bit more. But again, I'm a little bit. E.L.F is giving us lip liners, and E.L.F is giving us $2 lip liners, which is exciting. But to be honest, I have some questions because they do have lip liners. I remember distinctly that they released with the lip stains also lip liners, and these ones are $2. So what is the difference? Because the other ones were not $2. I can tell you that. So it's like, are they cheaper? Like, are they not as pigmented? I'm not sure. Listen, I did not grow up with E.L.F as a cheap option. I had Essence and Catrice because those are German brands. So I'm not sure, but I am intrigued. The colors are looking really pretty. $2 is amazing. Here are the Cream Glide lip liners, 8 shades. Again, in general, I do enjoy that, but I'm not sure how to feel if they are good, better, or even like similar like the ones they released with the lip stains. You know what I mean? Glaminatrix is giving us some fairy lights, and this one is 6 intense sparkling reflecting shimmers. One is holographic. Listen, there are 6 shades. They do look pretty, don't get me wrong. I feel like though, like, I wish there would be like a lighter shade. I know I'm always saying that, but I'm pale AF. Listen, I do think though it's a great idea to bring out like separately some glitter shimmers. These seem to be not really glitters, but again with shimmers with glitters, which I enjoy. I saw them also like a lot in Asian culture, that they have like sparkle, and I do enjoy that quite a bit. So I do love that. There are also like different colors, which is also nice. I would have just wished that there would be like really, really light one, like a white or something like this. Because there's one that is a little bit of a silvery shade, that is the holographic shade. I'm not sure if that is light enough for me, pasty ass girl. So I'm not sure. Tell me your opinion. I think I catch the most important things, at least for this week. So if you want to see more of that, listen. If you want to see more of my content, of fun looks, and this one, for example, that just stay tuned, keep on watching, subscribe to this channel. I upload 3 times a week, and I have fun with color. And this one, by the way, is with the Serenity by Cosmic Brushes. I love to have friends that send me things so I can try them out. And yeah, shout out to Anna, by the way. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun. Leave me down in the comments which of these products are the most interesting for you. Which one would you buy? Which one is already in your cart? What do you want to see on my channel of these products? And yeah, I would really appreciate if you comment, subscribe, and maybe also ring the bell and leave a heart. So all the good things. I wish you a beautiful week, and we see us in my next video. So bye.